Now, an illustration of how that would work basically is when you hear sirens. I mean, that's what you hear. On a piecemeal basis, people do that without realizing it. They support that. When you hear sirens in the night or during the day, you hear an ambulance going somewhere to pick up someone. That ambulance is a priority. You see traffic moving right and left and moving out of the way and getting out of the lanes and whatnot. These are the laws in most places throughout the world. And that ambulance goes where? To the person that needs help the most. Now, everybody out there needs help. The person who is in traffic is trying to get to the job and all like that. They're trying, to make the next light so that they can get to the job on time. That's the problem. They're trying to solve that problem. That person needs help. The lighting system helps them to get there, but that person has to pull over and allow the ambulance to go through so that the ambulance can get help to the person that needs help the most. So in little piecemeal ways, we already understand that principle. The principle is not new, but it's got to be universal. If it's 10 people in a room and you walk into the room, your first order of business is you ask, is anybody in this room being mistreated? Okay. When you get that all cleared up, find out who's mistreating whom, and straighten that out, then you say, now, who needs any help, other than trying to get rid of the mistreatment? The second order of business, in order to produce a product called justice. Who needs help? So all people will hold up their hands, including the person asking the question, because everybody needs help of some kind. From the time that you appear on this planet, you need help. And when you get ready to leave here, you will need help. I don't care whom you are, who you are. Okay, so you start with the person, since everybody has their hand up, everybody needing help. You say, well, okay, everybody in here needs help, all 10 people, but let's start with the person that needs help the most. So you just make a list of all of the different types of help that each person needs. And then you look at your list and you'll say, well, now, person number 6, Mary Jones, seems like she needs more help than anybody. So you start with Mary Jones. This is not a wild-eyed principle. It's not an undermining principle. It's not a non-feasible or an illogical principle. It would make the type of world that we should be aiming to have, rather than a world based on mistreating people based on color, which is what we have. And which is why we have all of these so-called wars all over the place, people starving, people being dislocated, people being confused, and all of this activity based on what? Someone came up with an idea that in order to boost their egos, that they could set up a system based on mistreating people based on color, and then strutting around feeling good about it all day long, that I am mistreating people because of their color, and I'm proud of it, and I'm trying to think of newer and better ways to continue to do so. Well, it's up to each individual person, particularly the people who are victims of it, the non-white people of this planet, to say enough already, as they would say in Brooklyn. Enough already. Let's get rid of this system and come up with a better system, a sane system, a system of justice, rather than do all of the world's business based on a thing called racism, an artificial construct called racism in the form of white supremacy, and everybody falling in line behind it and think that they're doing something great. It's a waste of the Creator's time and energy, and ours too.